Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to jump in here. I've got a few things kind of planned, makeup wise and video wise and whatever, but I just want to jump in here because Friday the 13th, does anyone else have any crazy stories about Friday the 13th? Like any ophthalmology related crazy stories or any healthcare in general related stories. I just want to chime in here for a short story time. I had one patient come in and he was such a pain in my butt, and I don't know if it like pisses anyone else off when they like act like they know way more than you, and like you're like, I've only been doing this 9 years and like all day every day, but it's fine, I'm sure you know a lot. Go ahead. But all the time, like they always think they know like way more than you, and like just those type of patients really get under my skin so bad. So I had like literally only had to see this guy in the afternoon. I had a bunch of other stuff I had to get done. So I'm like, okay, it's just one patient. He's doing a visual field and OCT. It's like very straightforward, like not a problem, right? So first off, does it bother anyone else when the first thing that happens is the patient starts complaining about doing visual fields? Like, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate them, I hate that test, that's awful, I hate that. Ugh. It's like, call a wambulance. I hate the test too. Like, I'm sure the doctors don't think it's a great test, but they have to do it because that's what's there. Like, that's the information we need. That's the technology that's there. Just do it, you know what I mean? And like the doctor that he was doing it for was even giving him the short version, so it was like, you don't even have to do it that long, like just do the test. But I don't like, it's like, I get that everyone doesn't like it. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, I've never seen one patient that's been like, yeah, but like, you don't have to tell us every single time that you hate it because we already know, and I don't understand why you have to tell us every single time. It's not that we ordered it. We don't like watching you do it because it's boring, but it is life. Like, it's things that you need to do, and being part of an adult is doing things you don't like doing and getting over it. Gripe at home about it. You know what I mean? But like, even when you explain to them why you need it done, they still like, oh, I hate it so much, blah, 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 blah. So I kid you not, like, feel free to share your Friday the 13th stories or like just patients being dumb stories. But like, my patient proceeds to tell me that he wants, like, doesn't understand why he can't do this test on his back. And I'm like, okay, well, have you seen the instrument? First off, like, at the one office we have an older Humphrey visual field. If I put this on your face when you lay down, literally you would die. Like, it would kill you. It would crush you to death. But feel free. Let's try it. Get on the ground. Let me put the whole machine on your face because that's way easier for you. You have to be in there like less than 3 minutes per eye. Stop complaining. Like, like it's like, you know, it's like it builds up and it builds up and it just gets over time. It just gets so annoying. And I don't want this channel to be constantly me complaining, but it's old. You know what I mean? It's really old hearing it. And I don't even do visual fields all the time, but it's old hearing it. It just, like, just do what you have to do. The doctor already told you you need to do it. It's not like I'm just making some stuff up, pulling it out of my butt and telling you have to do it. You're required to do it. So just do it and be happy about it, okay? So, or you don't have to be happy about it, but at least like, okay, I hate it, but it's something I have to do and get over it. You know what I mean? Like, we all do. So I like get him back. We have like a really plushy, like computer type chair, kind of like what I'm in, but like even better. And like most patients are like, wow, this is a really nice chair. Like, cause they're used to sitting in like stools and stuff like that. Like when you do other tests. So first thing it says is like the armrests are not long enough. The armrest, I need to be able to put my hand like this over the armrest. Like the armrest should come here. I'm like, where do you think you are? Like a spa? You are in a doctor's office. Where have you been in a doctor's office? that it's been like a spa vibe where you're in a super comfy chair. Like, what doctor's office are you going to? Because most of the time you're sitting on a bench with freaking paper up your butt. And here, we at least give you a comfortable leather chair to sit in. But no, let's complain about that. So I like get ready to get him into the machine. He proceeds to like just start grabbing stuff, which I'm like, dude, no, you just don't start grabbing stuff. Like, I haven't got your patch on. I haven't cleaned the instrument yet because it was my only patient. So I was like, I got time. Anyway, so, and besides, it's like I like cleaning it in front of them and making them feel better, you know, whatever. Sorry to sound so grumpy, but like, I always clean it in front of them because I feel like as soon as you don't clean it from them, like you clean it earlier and you wait for it to dry, like that's the person that's like, you didn't even clean it. And then you have to re-clean it anyway, so what's the point? You might as well just clean it in front of them. That way they don't say anything, and then they might still say something because people are dumb, but whatever. So I go in, I'm like, literally like got my alcohol, walking over, sticks his face straight in there. I'm like, dude, with all this stuff going around and you're just gonna stick your face in the machine? Okay, you're like 80, okay, take the risk, live your life, whatever. So I'm like still walking over with all my supplies. I'd already put the lenses in, luckily. I'm like, go over, and he's like grabbing over here like this, just grabbing. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to grab the remote. Okay, well, I was gonna hand you that. Can you take it back 5 notches and calm down? Like, seriously, like, just chill. Like, it's not that urgent. So anyway, so I like get his patch on. He's still complaining the whole entire time. I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is going to be my life until you're done here, is I'm gonna have to hear you complain incessantly about every single thing humanly possible. So I go and I'm like, okay, well, I've got his patch on. I tell him to put his face in the machine or whatever, and then I have it like arranged so that's like he's perfectly just straight ahead, like as far as I can tell, you know, like you don't know till they get in there. And then he's like, okay, well, it's not high enough. And I was like, okay, well, if I lift it higher, you have to be able to get your forehead forward, and if you can't touch your forehead against that bar, then you're not gonna be able to do the test. I can. Please, it needs to be higher. It needs to be higher. This irks me. This is what I mean about patients not listening to you when you tell them stuff and they think that you're stupid and they're not stupid. They know everything. And I don't know if it's just me that gets people that are like, I'm from the prove it to me state, so prove me wrong. I'm like, okay, I'll prove you wrong. So he puts his chin in there. I was like, okay, I'll hold the button and you tell me when you're done. You tell me when you're comfortable. Mr. I know everything. Okay. So here's his chin like this, right? So I'm like holding the button. I said, you tell me when you're comfortable. I said, but by the way, you have to keep your forehead against the top bar. Okay, so I'm holding the button. His chin's like going like this. His head's going backward, 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 to the point where he's like this and can barely get his chin on there. And he was like, yeah, that's comfortable right there. And I'm like, okay, well, can you get your forehead against the top bar, which is like way over here? No, I can't. It's too high for that. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something? When I told you earlier that you have to get your forehead against the top part and your chin's up here now and you can't reach your head up there, who didn't see that coming? Who didn't see that coming? That's what I want to know. So then I gotta drop it all the way back down. We just had to waste this time just freaking playing around with the instrument for no reason, just wasting the instrument's energy here. Dropping him back down to where he started. Well, I'm back, I'm comfortable now. Isn't that cute? That's exactly where you started. Exactly where you start. But no, let's just waste our time because you want Mr. want to be comfortable and you want to have your head up like this. I don't know how that's comfortable, but okay. So anyway, I can't get close enough. Can't you bring the machine back to me? Have you seen how big this instrument is? Yeah, I can push it toward you, but that's not going to make it any better for you. You're still going to have to move your body. But no, it's all about you, Mr. You Planet. Anyway, so I go do all that. He's still like not satisfied no matter what I do. And he's complaining, I don't like this. I don't like that. The lens is too close to my eye. I'm just like, take deep breaths. You can't hurt patients. You work in healthcare and you're supposed to be a nice person. So remember that this whole time. You're a nice person, like you don't like get pissed off and yell at people, but you're like really close. So I'm just like, yeah, okay. So I give him the instructions, being super nice, put my happy face on. like really struggling because I'm like, you're getting on my last nerve. Literally my last nerve. Like, anyway, so I'm like, you're literally giving me a twitch from how annoying you are. It's like, it'd be different. It's like, okay, they complain once. Like, okay, you know, moving on. Next, you know, not worried about it. When it's like the whole visit, they're just a pain in your butt. You're like, did you come here to ruin my day? Like, what is wrong with you? Who hurt you that you gotta come in here and annoy other people to death? Like, you can't be that miserable. And then the front desk was like, oh yeah, he's so nice. And it's like, well, where was Mr. Nice Guy when I had him back there getting a tester of him? Instead, he's like putting on like, you know, Mr. Grumpy Pants when he came back there for some reason. He couldn't control his upsetness, but whatever. It's not a word, but whatever. You're following me here. So I get done with his test. I'm like, thank God he's gone. Like, I just have to upload it or whatever. And then anyway, I just, my patients do that all the time. They do it with a slit lamp too. Like, what is up with that? They're like, I need it. Okay, so can you get your forehead on there? No, I can't. Well, when I told you the first time that it looked good, I was like, okay, I'm not saying I'm not going to adjust it for your comfort, okay? Like, up or down a little bit, whatever. Like, but when you're like, I need it really high up, and then you look stupid sitting like that, like, you're the one looking dumb here. Like, I already knew this was going to be a problem, but you wanted me to show you that it was going to be a problem, that you're wrong, so I had to show it to you. But you got people that just can't listen to you when you tell them stuff. They gotta, like, literally be shown that they're wrong, because they can't just handle that on their own. So there's that. But this guy, like, just set me off. I don't know if it's because of the accumulation of the attitude all day, like, no matter how nice you are, and there's like, like, I don't know what I did to bring this out in you. Like, I mean, literally, I just said hello and how are you doing, but feel free to just, you know, be mad, okay. I mean, and then again, it's like, I know stuff's going on in the world and maybe people are freaking out and I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, I'm doing the best I can. I'm being nice to you. I can't do anything else. If you are gonna still be grumpy, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Let it roll off my back. But it's like, by this guy, I was just like, done. I was like, why would I tell you things? Like, I know because I work here that this doesn't work. Why, excuse me, are you insisting that I'm wrong? But anyway, anyone else have fun stories from Friday the 13th that they would like to share? Normally I have a great Friday the 13th. It just happened to be this one's not the best. But anyway, I feel like I would just share, and maybe you guys have some fun Friday the 13th stories about how your patients are also nuts, and then we could just vent together. So anyway, feel free to add comments in the bottom. Okay, bye you guys.